final day of Marine Week. We'll tell you how you can sit in one of these coming up.
Well, if you've been out and about in the valley this week, you may have noticed some special guests in uniform.
That's right. It's because it's Marine Week here in the valley. They're wrapping up today, but not before we have the chance to get an up-close personal look at what's been happening. ABC 15's Nick Vincent live near downtown Phoenix this morning. He's giving us a better look at what's going on and how we're going to send them off. Nick?
Well, Nick, I can tell you, just being next to all of these different vehicles and all of these different transports that they have, it is very, very impressive to see them up close. And that is something that you're going to be able to get a chance to do. You can actually sit inside of one of these helicopters. And here to tell us all about them, Matthias Kennedy with the United States Marine. So what is this one right here?
So this is our UH-1 Huey. This is our command and control aircraft. And what we have here is where we have our commander will sit back and he'll observe the battlefield from afar. And then we move over here, we have an attack helicopter. And that's the Cobra behind you, and it's called the AH-1 Super Cobra. And so all the audience, when they come over here, the people can come in and they can climb inside of them.
You'll actually let them sit like right inside of it.
Absolutely. They'll be helped up with the pilots and the air crew, and they can ask stories about flying in them and what it's like to be in combat. We're here to interact with the people and let them be up close personal with the equipment. So.
And these aren't models. These are actually working.
No, these actually have been flown combat missions in Iraq and Afghanistan, and so yeah, absolutely, they'll go back in and to the arsenal and be used again.
This is kind of the end of Marine Week, but what have you guys been doing all week long? I mean, you did a lot of volunteering in the community.
Absolutely, yes. We've interacted with the community. We've visited schools. It's a community outreach program, so we were out there cleaning parks and dedicating a mural to the public, and just getting out there to let them know who we are and thanking them for our support. Their support. It's very important that they know as taxpayers what their dollar's paying for.
Thank you very much for your service. Now, this is going to run until 1 o'clock today. Again, you can get very up close, and even if you can't really make it down here by 1 o'clock, they're going to be taking off right about 5:30. You can't get very close, but you could at least see them taking off from the downtown area.
That's correct, yes. From a distance, they'll be at a safe distance. They can watch it take off, and it's a sight to see, so they should come out and see it.
All right, thank you very much. Back to you guys.
Okay, Nick Vincent reporting for us. So nice to have our heroes in uniform here this week. Meantime, we're kicking off Child Passenger Safety Week today. Here's an alarming statistic for you. 75% of all car seats are installed or used incorrectly. Wow, and this summer has been an especially dangerous one on our roadways. From May until August, 10 kids were killed or seriously injured across the valley. AAA taking action this month and making sure your child is buckled up properly. Head to abc15.com for a list of events where you can get your child's safety seat checked out for free.
Well, tomorrow it is Phoenix's version of Top Chef. 2 local culinary masters are going to face off at the Art Institute of Phoenix. The chefs will have culinary students to help them out. Industry pros will judge the teams based on taste, presentation, how the ingredients are used, and overall creativity. It starts at 9 a.m. and the best part is you can taste all of those dishes.
Certainly is the best part. Well, hey, how about this? How does free coffee for an entire year sound? That dream could soon become a reality. On Monday, head to the Corner Bakery Cafe's grand opening in Tempe. It's right near the intersection of Mill Avenue and Rio Salado there. You can't miss it. Doors open up at 7. And the first 100 customers not only get a special mug, they also get free daily refills for an entire year. That's pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, that does sound pretty amazing. I do.
So Allison's going to be first in line there. They open at 7. She'll be there probably 7 tonight, waiting in line.
7 tonight. Yeah, well, if I do head out there, and any of you do as well, you're going to want to bring that umbrella with you. We definitely have increased rain chances today. Take a look. In the morning, pretty quiet. Early morning, I mean. 80s, we're going to be our temperatures, so not too bad. A little bit warm, increased cloud coverage, but take a look by lunchtime. We've got a 40% chance for some showers. We just have this surge in moisture from the coast. Just pushed its way through pretty quickly here. We were set on tap for this tomorrow, but it's actually looking more like today. We'll keep rain chances in tomorrow too, but we also have a major cool down coming. I'm going to break all of that down in the full forecast just ahead.
Yeah, we know you'll be busy tracking all of that for us, Allison. Thanks. Meantime, still ahead, Cal Poly, no match for our Sun Devils. ASU wins big in their home opener. Coming up, we've got the highlights. Plus, here she is, Miss America. All eyes will be in Atlantic City tonight as the new young lady snags that coveted crown. Coming up, we're getting the host to spill some secrets before the big show right here on ABC 15.
ABC 15 News is brought to you by Coulter Cadillac Buick GMC on Camelback. Over 250 of the most wanted vehicles in Phoenix are at Coulter Buick GMC on Camelback. Lease a new fuel-efficient 2015 Buick Encore for just $175 a month, or the impressive Verano for just $195 a month. Hurry in today.
I'm Robin Roberts from Good Morning America, and I have the chance to wake you up every morning because my dear sister, Sally Ann, donated bone marrow to help me fight a life-threatening blood disease. Did you know you also have the power to deliver a cure? You do. There are thousands of patients searching right now for a cure, so please join Be the Match in delivering the cure for blood cancer.
Thank you, Robin. Take action and learn more at abc15.com/match.
More of the hottest slots you love. More of the heart-pounding table games you want. More delicious ways to savor a fabulous night out at 3 great locations with 1 great Players Club. Discover the unbeatable excitement of Lone View Casino, Wild Horse Pass Hotel and Casino, and the Cueva Hotel and Casino. More than anywhere else in the Valley, it pays to play at the 3 Gila River casinos.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with the call center team that makes customers smile. We're now hiring for call center positions in Phoenix. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF 63 to 90206. Again, text SYF 63 to 90206. Engage with us.
The most wanted vehicles in Phoenix are at Coulter Buick GMC on Camelback. New Precision Grade 2015 GMC Sierra 1500, $8,000 off MSRP. That's Coulter Buick GMC on Camelback, just down the street from the Biltmore.
5:15, a big victory for the ASU Sun Devils last night, defeating Cal Poly 35-21. Fans cheered inside and outside of Sun Devil Stadium and all around Tempe. Cal Poly ended their first half with a touchdown to take the lead. No scores in the third quarter as both teams desperately tried to put points up on the board. The Sun Devil offense was finally able to pull through by grabbing a go-ahead touchdown with about 7 minutes left. Coach Graham saying this.
That was difficult. I'm really proud of our guys, how we responded in the second half. Obviously, we have a lot of people not used to the cut blocking and had a lot of injuries. And that hurt us quite a bit. But the biggest thing was, hats off to Cal Poly. I mean that triple option is obviously difficult. We've played it before. We just didn't handle the cut blocking.
Sun Devils now 1-1 to start the season. Next up, ASU hosts New Mexico. That's happening on Friday. Now here's ABC 15 sports anchor Tom Zenner with the rest of your Sunday sports.
And now your Sanderson Ford Sports.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Well, let's talk about the Arizona Wildcats. They hit the road for the first time yesterday. They played Nevada in Reno, and the Wolfpack marketing people had a clever idea. They had their home team wear white uniforms. The fans wore white T-shirts. They were hoping for a whiteout. What they got instead was a blowout. Cats looking pretty good. Nick Wilson had an awesome game. Gets a short touchdown run there. He had 3 touchdowns, 191 yards rushing. Anu Solomon played well, 264 yards passing, a couple touchdowns. Scooby Wright not on the field. He has that knee injury, but the Cats still got it done without him. 44-20 was the final in Reno yesterday. Arizona is now 2-0 on the season. The Diamondbacks hosted the Dodgers last night. Not much at stake since LA is heading to the playoffs, and the Snakes are thinking about next season. But there was a crazy play in this game that we have to show you. Check this out. Corey Seager is going to be at the plate for the Dodgers. Hits one towards the third baseline. David Peralta gives chase, and a fan reaches out and grabs the baseball. That would have been an out. He reached over the line. Peralta would have caught it. So it was kind of a big deal because a few pitches later, Singer, who'd never hit a home run in the major leagues before, boom, blasts one out of there. His first career home run, and he should have been back in the dugout. That was a Steve Bartman moment at Chase Field all the way last year. The Dodgers win it 9-5. The biggest story at the U.S. Open by far was Serena Williams losing in the semifinals. The second biggest story was James Blake being tackled by a New York City detective outside his hotel. Somewhere in the top 25 of biggest stories of the U.S. Open was what happened yesterday in the women's final, an all-Italian final. And don't worry, it's okay if you've never heard of Flavia Pennetta or Roberta Vinci before this week. Most of us hadn't. Vinci is the one who beat Serena, and apparently she peaked the other day because she lost in 2 sets. After the match, Pennetta announced that she was retiring, which wasn't that monumental of a news because almost everyone in America didn't even know she played tennis until yesterday. The men will get it on today for the finals in New York. And don't forget, Cardinals against the Saints. We will have it all for you today. I'll be out there getting all the interviews, all the post game, and we'll bring it to you tonight. So make sure you join us all day right here on ABC 15.
Okay, Tom, thanks. Yeah, tough loss there for Serena. Well, hey, we're talking about the Cards and all the action today. Hey, and it's not all just happening on the gridiron here. There are plenty of tailgating options this morning, starting as early as 9 o'clock, so get there early. Sportsman's Park car parks and other game day parking lots open at 9 o'clock. The Great Lawn also opens at 9. The Arizona Cardinals Flight Deck presented by Verizon happening on the Northwest Plaza outside of UFP Stadium. That is kicking off a little bit later at 9:45. The Arizona Cardinals pre-flight party happening at Westgate's Water Dance Plaza, and that starts at 10 o'clock. Well, with the first game today, Cardinals Countdown is back. Starting tomorrow at noon, we are spending our lunch hour at Four Peaks Brewing Company to break down Sunday's game. You can watch us live on ABC15.com or on the ABC 15 mobile app. And you can actually call in with your take on how the Cardinals did against the Saints. We know I think it's going to be a good game when the Saints come marching in, Allison.
Yes, it is. All right, thank you so much, Nick. Let's go ahead and look at your most accurate forecast this morning and what we can expect. If we can, let's see here. 87 degrees currently at Phoenix Sky Harbor. Our dew point in the upper 50s right now, so not too bad. That should increase throughout the morning, so you'll see some mugginess here throughout the day today, but our winds not too bad either right now. Our current temperatures across the valley, we are in the 80s. Most of us here, no one really in the 70s yet, but some of us are going to drop into the 70s before all is said and done this morning. Not much cooler than that, though. We will see some cooler morning lows in this 7-day forecast that we'll show you in just a second. But meantime, our current temperatures across the state, 55 in Show Low, 64 in Payson. We are at 72 in Sedona. Flagstaff waking up to 51 degrees right now. Cooler in the Grand Canyon at 46, 66 currently in and around Kingman. Now here's a look at Futurecast. I want to show you what we're going to be expecting and why we increase those rain chances. So as I put this into motion, we see that surge of moisture in here, and then also all this chance for showers to really develop. Mostly best chances are in the high country, but still we see that we're expected to get in on that. At least this model is forecasting that. We'll see that from about 11 a.m. today till this evening, and as we continue on overnight, we'll be a little bit quiet, but tomorrow morning, you notice, you're going to need that umbrella again as well, because we are expected, at least Futurecast is projecting at least some showers in your morning traffic commute. So just want you to be aware of that. And then afterwards, we're going to start to dry off a little bit, and that'll be the good news. But in the meantime, 40% chance for some showers this week, and then you'll see that we gradually start to dry off before we remove storm chances completely. Now, Cardinals game tonight, as Nick mentioned, Cards taking on the Saints. So just want you to be aware, taking that umbrella is going to be a good idea because, as I mentioned, but right around 11 a.m., we are going to be pretty warm, flirting with that triple-digit mark, but we have a 40% chance for some showers. Increased clouds, so it is going to be partly cloudy today. When this game starts, just about 105 today, we're going to be in the triple digits there in Glendale at University of Phoenix Stadium, and we'll stay pretty warm throughout the rest of the game. So it's going to be hot out there. Good thing that it is enclosed, correct? And they have AC in there. Here's a look at our forecast size across the state. 93 in Globe, 101 in Casa Grande, 103 in Gila Bend today. Triple digits along all western portions of the state. Warmest spot on this one going to be Yuma, but Phoenix tying that as well today at 104. Here's a look at our valley highs. Most of us are going to be in the triple digits, low 100s for us here. 103 in Fountain Hills, 102 in Scottsdale, and 101 in Deer Valley. 97 in Cave Creek, though, again under partly cloudy skies and that 40% chance for some showers. Then we mentioned that cool down. Look, we drop our storm chances just a little bit to 30% tomorrow, 97 by then, and then Tuesday, look at that high, only at 93 degrees then, but we're keeping rain chances at least for a couple days before we finally start to see some drier air move in, warm us back up, and dry us off again. Nick.
I'm loving that today is our only triple-digit day of the week. I'm going to savor that forecast. Only on ABC 15, 52 women from all across the country vying for the coveted Miss America title. The glitz, the glamour, all of that for the Miss America competition. It takes over tonight. ABC 15's Danielle Lerner caught up with this year's host to try to get the inside scoop from or about all the contestants.
I know you can't give too much away, but you've kind of been around the ladies. The prelims have been underway. Any predictions going into Sunday night?
Well, you know what's funny is even if we would name somebody on live television, which we would never, we have such a diverse, we really have a diverse group of judges, and you know they keep them sequestered. We don't get to visit with them until the night of the show, and so I really don't know. You know, when you have, you know, Taya Kyle, the widow of Chris Kyle, to Vanessa Williams, to O'Leary from Shark Tank.
Who's a role model herself. We've got business, we've got entertainment.
It's going to be an interesting woman that they choose this year because you know there's really a lot of different opinions coming in that room.
And it really speaks to how important it is that Miss America is a well-rounded, powerful woman on many levels that go far beyond beauty and grace.
All right, well, you heard it there. You can see who takes home that crown. The finals air tonight right here on ABC 15 from 5 to 7. Madison Esteves, the one from Arizona, Miss Arizona. We're gunning for her. We're hoping for her. We think she's got a good chance. All right, stay with us. We will be right back with more ABC 15 Weekends.
Your life's going to get fab.
A dash of food.
Oh, yum.
A piece of fashion.
A dose of DIY.
A taste of home.
And a whole lot of beauty and fit. Fab Life!
Tomorrow at 1 on ABC 15. If you've been injured in an accident, call Goldberg and Osborne. We have more certified injury specialists and more locations than any other law firm in Arizona. To get the compensation you deserve, call Goldberg and Osborne.
Help a kid in foster care. I'm Steve Irvin. ABC 15 and Earnhardt Auto Centers are teaming up for Recycle Your Bicycle. Now through September 30th, donate a new or gently used bicycle at any Earnhardt dealership. Help a kid and recycle your bicycle today.
Great reputations aren't just given, they're earned over time. Since 1951, the Earnhardt family has forged its reputation as the finest automotive group in Arizona. Look us up at nobull.com.
I've got nothing. Nothing to lose, nothing to hide, nothing to fear. You heard right, nothing. And nothing's going to stand in the way of my SimonMed 3D mammogram. Choose 3D mammography. Nothing's better. Visit SimonMed.com to learn more. SimonMed Imaging. See tomorrow, today.
Your thing at TJ Maxx with better brands at prices that work for you. Make each day a little better. Shop TJ Maxx and Max Life.
Have you or a loved one suffered a heart attack or stroke after using any testosterone product? Call Goldberg and Osborne now about making a claim for substantial compensation. Goldberg and Osborne, 1-800-THE-EAGLE.
Nick, Bendy, Hayes, Alec, Alexa, Carlos, Shaka, Tamar, Andy, Kim, Victor, Paula, and Gary in one day. Dancing returns. Dancing with the Stars 2-night premiere tomorrow on ABC.
Here's a look at tonight's primetime lineup. At 7 o'clock, it's Shark Tank. Then at 8, don't forget to cheer on Miss Arizona, Madison Esteves, in the Miss Arizona pageant. And that is followed by ABC 15 News at 10 with Kim Tobin. And we are excited about our new daytime lineup. Starting tomorrow at 1 p.m., Tyra Banks kicks off her new show, Fab Life. At 2 p.m., it's General Hospital. And at 3, Crime Watch Daily debuts with a fascinating story about a psychic who preyed on broken hearts, followed by the Now Arizona at 4.
In your entertainment headlines this morning, move over, Kim Kardashian. Step aside, Beyonce. I can't believe I just told Beyonce to step aside. Well, it's for good reason. It's because Taylor Swift has dethroned both of them as the queen of Instagram. This morning, she has some 45.5 million Instagram followers, beating both of them. And guess what? She is only following 74 people herself. Pretty incredible, right? Okay, so the football season just kicking off, right? All right, we're already talking about the Super Bowl and the halftime show, and Bruno Mars, it looks like the NFL is courting him to once again be the headliner. The only caveat this time, he gets to pick who he wants to be with him. I think that's pretty cool. He performed back in 2014, apparently one of the highest rated halftime shows ever, so he did a great job. Finally, someone else who always does a great job, Britney Spears here. Looks like she's going to extend her stay in Vegas for another 2 years. She's been performing at Planet Hollywood since 2013, but she has now extended all the way until 2017. It's called Piece of Me. It's a great show. You should check it out. You're going to feel like you're 10 years old again, Allison.
What do you mean? When you nod your head yes, but you want to say no. What do you mean?
Yeah, that song may have been leaked a little early, but Justin Bieber has to be happy with the success of his new song, What Do You Mean? He's the youngest guy in Billboard history to debut a song at #1 on the Hot 100 chart. It is pretty good, I have to admit it. All right, Forbes releasing their 2015 list of highest paid TV actresses, and 2 women for the top spot. They are tying their Modern Family Sofia Vergara and Big Bang Theory's Kaylee Cuoco Sweeting, both raking in $28.5 million this year alone. Also on the list, Julie Bowen from Modern Family, Grey's Anatomy star Ellen Pompeo, and Mariska Hargitay from Law & Order SVU. All these leading ladies making $10 million this year. Can I just get $1 million?
I'd love that. Hey, at 5:30, emergency plans in place right now in parts of Mexico as a volcano starts spewing ash. That and more headlines coming up in just minutes.
Hey, Cardinal fans, want to talk some football? It's Cardinals Countdown, live from Four Peaks Brewing Company, Mondays at noon on ABC15.com and ABC15 Mobile. Call us, tweet us, Facebook. We want to hear what you think.
Brought to you by Four Peaks Brewing Company and Sanderson Ford.
Mesa Arts Center. Join our 10-year celebration.
Mesa Arts Center is honored to host Ballet Hispanico's first performance outside of their New York City season in the evening-length masterpiece, Carmen. Don't miss this Picasso-inspired contemporary performance. Get your tickets today at mesaartscenter.com.
Yeah, I'm married. Does it matter? You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state. Ben Rackle has a dilemma. Because he doesn't have Cox, watching HD sports on multiple TVs eats up his internet bandwidth like a seahorse eats plankton. If that's what they eat. That information is currently unavailable. So Ben, why choose between sports and science when you can just choose Cox?
Get a Cox bundle from just $99.99 a month and ask how to get a $200 prepaid card.
Some things are not what they appear to be. Other things are exactly what they appear to be. The Lexus IS, as aggressive as it looks. Lease the 2015 IS 250 for $329 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
What makes a Subway footlong the biggest, bestest sandwich? You do. Because it's all about your choice of freshly baked bread, tender meats, melty cheeses, and everything in between. The handcrafted Subway footlong. It's got your name all over it.
This is ABC 15 News, taking action.
Happening right now at 5:30, we are following the very latest developments in the freeway shootings. Hear how drivers are reacting as investigators question a person of interest.
Well, we may have gone a little bit over budget, but ABC 15 just got this new station vehicle. We'll show you how you can get a ride inside coming up.
Well, if you've been out and about in the valley this week, you may have noticed some special guests in uniform that we have. That's because it's Phoenix Marine Week. They're wrapping up today, but not before we have a chance to kind of get up close and personal with everything that's been happening. ABC 15's Nick Vincent live near downtown Phoenix to give us a better look at what's going on today. And we saw just a few minutes ago, Nick, you blew the budget on something, right? It's behind you. Tell us what it is.
This is my new tank. You know, I'm going to be driving this up and down the road. It's not the best in terms of gas mileage, but I think in terms of safety, it's a great kind of vehicle for us at ABC 15 to have. Here to tell us a little bit more about us, Private First Class Gregory Heinlein. Now, what kind of tank is this? How big is it? How fast is it?
Well, this is an Abrams tank, M1A1. It's about 50 tons. It can travel up to 60 miles per hour, even on rough terrain.
And this is just one of the vehicles that you guys have out here. So tell me a little bit about this one. This is an amphibious vehicle?
Yes, sir. This is an amphibious assault vehicle. It's used to take Marines from ships to shore. Believe it or not, this weighs about 30 tons itself and can float.
In terms of these are giant vehicles, then you have this little tiny one over here. I mean, this is just basically for getting troops around?
Yes, sir. This is an ITV. It is used for intelligence gathering, so it's going to be ahead of ground troops. It's more mobile vehicle. It's like, obviously, as you can see, no armor, so it's got to be fast.
And one of the cool things about this is you can actually get inside of this, and you can ride around in these, or not ride around, you can pretend like you're riding around in one of these during Marine Week. This is another one of these vehicles. I mean, this thing is just huge.
Yes, sir. This is an MRAP. It was developed during Iraq and Afghanistan to protect Marines from IEDs. It can take a blast from an IED and keep rolling.
Wow. So they're going to have this out here. This is just a little bit south of downtown. It'll be here until 1 o'clock this afternoon. Back to you.
Okay, Nick Vincent reporting for us. So happy to have our heroes in town this week.
Meantime, a special week for some of our nation's bravest comes to a close today.
Yeah, we're sad to say goodbye. 800 Marines are leaving the valley today, heading back to Camp Pendleton and really all over the nation at different bases after taking action for hundreds of hours this week. That's right, ABC 15's Nick Vincent is joining us live at Civic Space Park for the final week of activities. Today's actually the final day. Nick, good morning.
Good morning, and one of those traditions that they always do every morning is Reveille, and with me right now is Drew. He's going to give us a little taste. I think pretty much everybody recognizes that sound. This is really what wakes the Marines up in the morning. With me right now also is Captain Juan Torres. So behind me here, this is really how you guys kind of start the day with training. What is happening here?
Well, what's happening here is every morning around 6 a.m. or so, 5, 6, 7 a.m., we always have Marines out there training. And what they're doing right now, some physical training. They're making sure that they refine their skills. They're working some TAM belt, which is the basics of the Marine Corps Martial Arts program, and they're working some of the advanced levels with pistol training.
And you guys have been going to schools, though, as well. This is really kind of a community outreach program, too.
Oh, absolutely. We've been going to several high schools throughout this entire area, even Tucson. So we've been trying to influence the younger generation, as you may say.
And now this is just some of the things out here. This is the last day for Marine Week. You can see a lot of the vehicles, even get an up-close look at some of them. Those are just south of downtown. That is going on until 1 o'clock today. Back to you.
All right, Nick Vincent reporting for us. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Back here in the valley, where service members are getting ready to go back to base after a week of taking action.
ABC 15's Nick Vincent live near downtown Phoenix for the final day of Marine Week. Nick, good morning. We know you've been having a lot of fun, and looks like you got some heroes there behind you.
Yeah, we just met some of these new heroes here, right here, and you can see this is Red. This is it Denny? Why do I keep calling him Kenny for some reason? This is Denny, and this is Sergeant Patrick with me right now, one of the trainers of these two military working dogs. So tell me a little bit about them.
Yes, so we're the military working dog platoon at Camp Pendleton, California. This right here is military working dog Denny. He's a patrol explosive dog, which means he can detect explosives, and he can also do suspect detaining, which means a little bit of bite work.
And he can so basically just track somebody down. Now, we're about to watch this, and I'll just let you watch it. I mean, how quickly he's able to do that.
Oh, yeah. We train on a daily basis, that right there.
How long does it take? I mean, how much training does he need before you guys can really get that down?
So they go through like their little basic doggy, basic training down in Texas. It's anywhere from 4 to 6 months to learn these basics.
And in terms of when you're out in the field, when you're out in the service community, how important is that to have a dog like that?
It's very important to have the control in between the bite and just the physical presence.
Just the helping you guys out so much.
Absolutely.
And now this is just one of the things that's been happening all week out here for Marine Week. They are going to be continuing having activities till around 1 o'clock today. Everything is free, and there's also some vehicles. We showed you that around 5:30. If you want to get on a tank, if you want to get inside of a helicopter, you can do that until around 1 o'clock today. Back to you.